1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ABC, step by step, from getting traffic, how to get producers there, how to get them to buy, the psychology. I broke this shit down cold. The Producer Pay for Life webinar, man, and I broke it down. Now it's a course. It's an 8.5-hour, 13 video course giving you everything you need to know, how to sell products to producers, how to break down your beats in the products, how to structure your products, how to sell them, how to price them, how to get producers there to buy them, everything. And how to do it for even with no money. So even if you don't got money to advertise like that, I'm gonna show you how to do it without spending money. If you got a couple of dollars to advertise, I'll show you how to start getting traffic in within less than an hour. And it's on the screen. No bullshit. I showed them how to get traffic in less than 1 hour and start getting money. You can get money in 24 hours. You got your product. So, a lot of producers been asking me, post, where can I, is it too late? The webinar was December 18th. So that shit long gone. But what I did was recorded it and broke it down to a course. So you still can get the course. Now, the webinar was $997. That $997. The original price of the webinar was $997. Okay? And every producer on that webinar said they felt like they underpaid for being there. Because I'm teaching you how to get paid for life. Now, how to get paid this month, I'm talking about overtime to live this producer lifestyle, and every year you make more and more money. That's the game. And I'm giving it to you. Now, I know you like, Post, man, I ain't got no goddamn $997, but that's okay. I ain't gonna charge you like that. But why do you need to have Producers Pay for Life course right now? Because just like 7 years ago, when I started telling producers, hey, get on this, start selling your beats online, it's easy, and you make money, and everybody that jumped in then is making stupid money, living on their dreams, quit their jobs, quit college, all kind of stories. So now I'm saying, right now, it's wide open. I'm the first one to kick in the door. I kicked in the door. First one to come in and make 6 figures independently without no big major nothing, going right to the producers and selling my product. First one to do it. Create worldwide brands. First one to do it. So I'm saying, here's how I did it. And you could do it too, because there's not really any competition. Advertising is hella cheap. Ain't nobody doing it. So you can do it right now. Come in and get your money. Come in and get your money. And not only am I going to show you, does it show you how to get money, but it shows you how to do it in your sleep automatically. That's the key to it. So the producer lifestyle ain't about working. It ain't about running no business. It ain't about sitting there trying to work 80 hours to get money. That ain't what the producer lifestyle is about. The producer lifestyle is about your money coming in regardless of what you're doing, so you can spend your time in the studio making beats and then having the money to buy new equipment and shit that you need. That's what the producer lifestyle is about. So the Producer Pay for Life formula, I show you on my screen how I'm getting money without having to lift a finger. Last year, I think one of my sites did like 70,000 or 72,000. Some one of them I showed, and I showed how I set that up 2 years ago, and I ain't even had to really touch it since. Maybe a little maintenance here and there, a couple of hours a month I did a little something, but them products are just selling on their own. Once you set it up, you set it and forget it. Now, legally, I can't say that you're going to make any type of money, because I know that some people ain't go-getters. They may get it and not do nothing. So I can't be like, well, everybody who get it gonna make. I can't do that. Y'all know that. Just like I showed how to make beats. The ones who did it, you see where they at. And the ones who didn't do it, some of them they say, hey, I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna wait. I'm when this happened, when things go right in my life, when the shit don't never go right until you do these new things, then I'm gonna start doing. No, motherfucker, you need to start doing it right now today. That's why you need the Producer Pay for Life formula, Pay for Life course. 13 videos. I mean, it's showing you step by step, over 8.5, 9 hours of pure content on step by step how to create products from your beats and how to sell them. There's no guesswork involved. You don't have to guess. You don't have to figure nothing out. It's right there in your face. I show you my secret website formula, my layout formula, to where the same website layout will sell your products over and over and over again. I'll show you all that in the Producer Pay for Life course. And you see all the testimonials. Man, I'm telling you, this. If you don't have this course, man, you're missing out as a producer. Listen, I ain't worked a job since I was 19 years old. I'm 26. Everybody that I put onto this shit ain't working no job no more. Simple as that. And the producer that was on the webinar, Some of them ain't working. They making money selling these products already. The producer I talked to the other day was like, man, I just made X amount of dollars putting this shit to use. I get it now. And in the next year, all of them going to be making stupid money because it's wide open. And there's no guesswork involved. And you right now are in a prime position. You spent all this time developing this skill. You spent all this time doing what you love. You had a desire to just make beats. So God sends you to watch this fucking video and say, look, here it is. Here's the answer you've been praying for all this time, motherfucker. And then you're going to go, either you're going to take advantage of it and your prayer going to be answered, you'll be a testimony, or you're going to miss the opportunity and then go back on your knees and start praying again the next goddamn month. And God going to say, I just told you, stupid motherfucker, that I gave you the answer. And here the answer is again. Because God always answers prayers over and over again, because sometimes we blind and we don't take advantage of that which is right in front of us. So we have, sometimes like me, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get smacked in the head 3-4 times before I just say, oh, that's what I should have been doing the whole time. We like that. But if you're in a situation now where you want to transition from whatever you're doing to get money, and you want to transition to be able to get money automated, doing what you love, that's what the Producers Pay for Life course is about. And not only that, it's about being paid for. I'm showing you how to be paid for life. So in 10 years, you'll always know how to generate money as a producer. You won't have any problem. I met two producers that are dead broke today. That one time were the greats. Now, you don't know this because you're not behind the scenes. Because they didn't know how to be paid for life. They only knew how to sell beats. When the beats quit selling, their revenue stream dried up. Now, they can come back. I think they'll bounce back. But if they would have had the Producers Pay for Life course, they'd have set up 3, 4, 5, 10 revenue streams outside of this beats. They would have been good. While they was getting it for their comeback, they would have still had a lot of money still coming in. And that's the key to this thing. It's not to just sell beats, but have other revenue streams, because sometimes you may not even be creative at that time. You may take a 2-month break. You like, I'm on a beat block. I want to get to the next level. So you don't want to have to rely on just making beats. Sometimes you may go through a period where you're like, man, I'm cool on beats right now. Nothing creative is really coming out. Let me take a break. We all go through beat breaks. And you don't want to not be able to get money because you're taking a damn beat break. You want to be able to do whatever you want to do. If you're passionate about, you creative, you inspired, just pump out beats, pump them out. Pump them out. So I'm going to put the link down here. If you want to get the Producers Pay for Life course, which I suggest you do, if you want to do all these things as a producer, you want to open up revenue streams, you want to get money in your sleep, you want to do what you love, you want to be free to do what you love and make money. Hell, if you just made an extra $2,000 a month, how would that impact your life? Just imagine. You can build any type of studio you want to build with that. You just saved up your $2,000 a month and say, I'm going to buy a new piece of equipment every month. You had your dream studio. And in 6 months, you had a studio you've been dreaming about your whole life. All the sounds you could ever want. So, like I said, the original price was $9.97. Producers have hit me and said, hey, man, financially, that's a bit steep right now. So I said, okay, just for a limited time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down to $3.97. But the shit is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, because I'm telling you how to make money for the rest of your life. So if that's the case, and you can go to college and spend $60,000 a year and still not learn this shit, and still be in debt, not know how to make no money, and here's somebody saying, I'm going to show you how to take the skill you love to do and show you how to do it in a way where you don't even have to work anymore, where your lifestyle will just be getting money in your sleep, doing what you already know how to do, what you already love to do, using what you already got. How much would that be worth? You understand what I'm saying? That's worth all command. And you're going to make thousands of dollars, and you ain't going to be giving that money back to me. So, at the end of the day, this shit is worth 100 times that. I'd pay $50,000 in a heartbeat for this information, for this course. But I'm not, like I said, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm a producer, so I understand you working. I understand you like, okay, well, I'm trying to save up. I understand that. So, a machine costs $500. So this is cheaper than a machine. Reason costs $400, $430. I paid for it the other day. So it costs $430, and they ain't helping you put no money back in your pocket. That's taking money out of your pocket. This is going to put money back into your pocket, so it pays for itself over and over and over again. And it's only $3.97. So, but it's only for a limited time, real quick, because some producers, I said, okay, I'll bring it down to $3.97 for you, for limited